Hey guys, Lohengrin with Frizzleby Gaming, back again with more Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. So we're going to continue where we left off with from last time. We're going to hire some mercenaries. I don't think those guys are in the same group, but these guys are. Okay. Where's the army with those dudes? Yep, cool. I got that right. So we're going to send this group down here. We're going to bring you back here, actually. I'll hire some more. So these guys and these rangers go together. Or I sent you guys up here. Gonna merge with these dudes. Okay, 104. It's not a bad army. Okay. We need them. Let's recruit these guys. Gonna do a search. Oh, all we got was barbarians. Okay. So that's it for that. You guys are gonna come down here. Oh, no, I'm sorry. They're over here. My bad. Okay. You're going to come over here. Don't think we're quite there for this army. But getting close. Reinforcements of Crusaders from the Order of the Flaming Lance have arrived in Dresden. Their leader, Nistra, Flamefinger, is awaiting an audience with the commander. Okay. What decrees have we got going on? So we're waiting for Kilissa to start doing more of the relics and the outpost expansion. And when we finish Kilissa's thing, we're going to get more marksmen out of it too. So, I think we're okay. Is this a moving army? Okay, anyways. Trying to remember what we were working on next. Oh yeah, okay. So we still need to go do that, and I think there's another side quest. The wedding, right? Yep. No. What? Okay. I thought we still had the wedding to do. Anyways, we're gonna teleport back to Dresden. Gonna go in. Wait, do we need anything in here? No. So we're just gonna swap these guys. And then we're good to go. We're gonna come down here. Okay, that is an army, an encroaching army. What's up? Witches. We're going to establish trade with the settlement, so we can destroy it for leadership experience points. We can establish trade with, which is my recommendation. I've never done Path of Demons, so I don't know what this does. And then this will give us 7 Hell Knights, which would be okay, except this is a better long-term choice. Because 7 Hell Knights isn't that big a difference. Whereas 10 energy points, quite a lot. Gonna continue on. We're going to evade this, but I did forget to move the units, so you're gonna continue on. And you're gonna merge all together. This is not a bad army. It's all frontliners, which is makes them a little weak, but if we can keep these guys alive, these guys are heavy damage dealers. Inquisitors are heavy damage dealers. And these guys are crazy tanky, so not a bad army. Okay. You know what? We're just gonna. Where's that army gonna come up from? there. We'll wait for him right here. Okay, back to characters. Let's alter that a little bit. We're going to evade this. And we're going to rest, because everybody's tired. Or most of them are tired, I should say. Oh! You know what? This is fine.
Brother, where are you? What if you bravely fought here, right where I'm walking? Or what if I passed your grave and never noticed? No, that can't be true.
Okay. So we are suffering from corruption, which is okay. First tier isn't too bad. We shouldn't be out here for too much longer. Okay, we're getting fatigued again. We're gonna evade this fight. We're gonna rest one more time.
Sometimes I'm afraid that Trevor's face is slipping away in my memories. But my hands, my artist's hands, they remember.
That's such a weird thing to say about your brother. Okay. So we are investigating the extirpator's camp. We're looking for Trevor's brother, or the unit that he worked with, I should say, or the unit he was part of, I should say. Oh, what? Where are all his spells? That's so weird. You're fine.
What's going on here?
Set you off.
Losing my temper.
We're gonna do this. Put on my
losing my temper.
There's buffing up a little bit.
With your heart, not your eyes.
Especially when I'm around.
A little bit more.
No one stands in my way.
I'm gonna do Magic Fang.
Goddess protects us.
I think it's all really has to buff us up until we actually get into the fight. Oh. Okay, so had some arcane magic failure. Enlarge ourselves. No! Lost another spell. Oh my god. You want proof that RNGesus hates me? Oh, I'm still at 35%? I thought I had Arcane Armor Mastery. Okay, I'm less upset about that. Okay. They're all dead. Wait, what's that? Do you hear that sound? And here it comes!
We won't fall here.
Oh, nope, I do not want to do this in real time with pause. Well, you know what? I gotta turn Trip off because that's not gonna help us here. I don't think I've ever seen this thing move before. That'll be interesting. We're gonna wait. We'll go ahead and put Protective Luck on me. Then we're gonna wait. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do haste. Move you up. Move you in. Rage. And we're good. We're going to delay turns until he goes up. Oh, knock some people down. We're getting in that first hit, but that's about it. Did he knock everybody down? I think he knocked everybody down. That's not good.
Die!
Okay, well, this might suck.
Attack! Aim carefully.
Oh, good. It's just the person I wanted to get the attack of opportunity then. Stand you up.
Be gone, fiend!
Okay, Sociel. There it is. You need to buff us. Okay. No! All misses. That's not good. Guess we'll do another wall. That didn't do squat. Wow. Look at Chance going ham.
Let's hear you cry.
Okay, we're gonna move you over this way.
Forwards!
A lot of whiffs. More whiffs. Oh. Not going so good, is it?
Let's hear you cry.
I wonder if I should just smite him.
Fall!
Alright, let's stop screwing around. Study target.
I got this.
No. Okay, going back to the fire ones. Aw, Chance. Whiffing. Like the rest of us. Can I do this without hitting? Oh, no. We're gonna hit all the guys. That's okay. We're gonna move over here, back behind the main character. Now we can get him up. Look at that Shadow Demon going to work. Doing way better than the rest of us.
My way.
Okay, that clearly bugged out. She should not have been able to go twice. The monster is dead. Wiping the sweat from his face, Sociel looks over the battlefield. Extirpators. Wait, I'm never going to be able to say that correctly. This enemy must have been more than they could manage. The cleric folds his hands in a short funeral prayer. Do you see your brother among them? No, he's not. I don't see him among these people. The relief is palpable in the young cleric's voice. What can you say about the bodies? They died not long ago, judging by the wounds. They were killed by the same beast we just dispatched. Looks like the imposter sent us into a trap. Yes, looks like it. Let's return to Dresden, and Socio clenches his fists. Oh, Shelena, help me endure this entire story. You know, I don't recognize myself. I serve the goddess of love, but the Hell Knights, I hate them. I really do. It's sickening, but I don't know how to get rid of this feeling. Why do you hate the Hell Knights so much? The fact that we even tolerate them is a disgrace to our entire Crusade movement. Cruel tormentors who are indifferent to the suffering of others, or who perhaps even enjoy it. What are they doing on our side? Why do we let them justify all these atrocities by participating in the Crusades? What does your faith say about it? It's a temptation, and I must overcome it. Their cruelty stirs indignation in me. I'd like to believe it's righteous, but they also call their spite righteous anger. I shouldn't be like them. I shouldn't answer evil with evil. But goddess, it is so hard. You really haven't been yourself since the imposter showed up. The things he said about my brother. I admit I want to grab him by the throat and squeeze so hard his spine cracks. It is a dirty, unworthy desire, but I can't get rid of it. And worse, I think I know the reason I'm so angry. It's because I'm afraid he was telling the truth. Let's go. We have to talk to the imposter again. Socio nods without saying a word. Okay, so we're going to pick up all the gear. Oh. Judging by the burrow's form, it was dug by an incredibly huge purple worm.
I feel like the chosen one.
Oh, well, that works.
Is that a trap?
All this waiting.
Who's got the trickery? I forget who I put it on. Yeah, that's who I thought it was.
Battle awaits. Just can't.
Okay.
A waste of my time.
This didn't blow up.
I just can't.
28. Okay.
Just can't.
Might have a problem with trickery stuff. Now that I think about it. Okay. Before we go on, we want to issue a decree. Okay. So we got the 50 marksmen. We're going to close that. Now we're going to finish enchanting the Ring of Stevenius. We're going to teleport back. We're going to enter. Go back to the prison. I'm on the fence about changing the difficulty because like most fights are too easy, but some of the fights I've gone through at this difficulty just proved to be too hard. So I don't know where I stand with that. Anyways, well, did you talk to the extirpators? They're all dead. That's a shame. I think I'm welling up. It was a trap. You were hoping the monster would kill us too. Accusations again. You can say whatever you like, but where's the proof? You can't scare me. Listen, do you understand the situation you've gotten yourself into? You'd be wise not to antagonize us. You should help us, and hope that after everything you've done, we still have a little mercy for you. Excuse me. Ha! Mercy? I'd be a fool to believe that lie. I know how you and your brother are. My whole back is covered with scars because of his mercy. That's not true, Socio muttered silently. It can't be true. Tell me what really happened. Or what? Do you want to leave the city? I can set you free and even give you a horse. Are you serious? I don't really believe the word of the commanders, but hey, what choice do I have? Alright, I got nothing else to do. Your bars are strong, locks are good. You got me. I'll hope for your, The imposter cast a vicious look at Socio. Your mercy. Well, listen. This time, I'll tell you how it was. I was a soldier fighting for the extirpators. That wasn't a lie. I was a valet for that scumbag Trevor. He used to work me hard. But that was a long time ago, before the demons took him. Took him? How? Where? How could you even say such a thing? Socio's voice is choked with grief and rage. The imposter enjoys the look on Socio's face. Keep listening. Don't interrupt me. We were hunting a chimera back then. It was an easy job for the extirpators, even with all the demonic freakishness the wound gives a chimera. We were driving it towards your boy Trevor, and he was preparing to attack. And then a demon appears. A huge one. Scary. In a black mask. Bam! Rips one knight to pieces. Bam! There goes another one. And then the demon looks at Trevor and says, "This one is good. I'll take him." And he picked him up like he weighed nothing, then vanished. Well, what could we do? The demon was chopping up knights left and right and center. What could we do? We turned and ran. The rest of our guys got caught up to us. They executed a few of us on the spot, as a warning, and made the others slaves. Live bait for the monsters. Slaves don't live long. Only 3 of us survived out of the whole unit. And no one has seen Trevor since. What kind of person was Trevor? A real devil. Didn't go easy on anyone. Beat us good. The knights respected him, and us ordinary infantry were afraid to show our faces to him. Where's Trevor now? Are you deaf? I told you. No one knows. A demon dragged him off. A demon in a black mask. As to where and why, you'll have to ask the demons. There used to be a female knight among the extirpators, named Marenta. How did she get Trevor's shield? Marenta? She and Trevor were sleeping together. When they dragged Trevor off, he dropped his shield. So she picked it up. Like to remember him. I'm telling you, those two deserved each other. When Trevor was gone, that bitch wanted all of us executed. The whole unit. The paralictor refused to waste people. He said we should be useful, or we would be useful slaves. She made a scene and then transferred to another order. Good riddance. What happened to the extirpators? Jeez, I am never going to be able to say that. You saw what happened to them. They died. I don't care. I'm not going to cry about them. They killed a lot of beasts, but there was always someone stronger. That demon wiped them out. Only the ones who ran survived. You said 3 of you survived. Where are the other 2? I think they were going to go to Canabras. They wanted to pretend to be refugees and then wing it. Do you want to catch them too? They're probably somewhere near the creepy church where the Undead used to be. I heard they plan to build a shelter there to stay away from the local commander. Socio, have you heard enough? Yes, Socio's voice sounded hollow, and he looks totally lost. I have. So it's true. My brother betrayed everything we believed in. Wait, this is only one person's side of the story, and a liar's at that. Let's find the other 2 survivors and ask them. The war has broken many people. Trevor was the victim of others' cruelty. Trevor was a hero. Or, you got your answers, let's go. So I'm going to say, wait, this is only one person's side of the story. What's the point of running away from the truth? The others will only confirm his words. Socio looks down, but then hesitantly looks up at you. Although, it probably wouldn't hurt. Excuse me, I need some fresh air.
I'm gone.
Oh, that's right, we already raised, what's his face? Staunton. Okay, so we need to come up here. We're going to sell our gear. Or our loot, I should say.
Our duty calls.
Right, this is the flame thing, right? Yeah. I don't think I'm going to be able to get anything out of that, so we're just going to sell it. Okay. Oh, let's go up to Storyteller. I think we've got some pages for him. Found a page you might be interested in. Storyteller clenches the pages you brought. His voice becomes a bit younger and more energetic. It's been 2 years since I started to serve the darkness. She found me in the Ivory Labyrinth, her gaze piercing through all my protective spells, as if they had been cast by an untrained apprentice rather than the last Archmage of Keonan. She's powerful and insidious. She is the perfect assassin. Her name is Nocticula. She invited me to Lushanira, the city of demons in the depths of the abyss, the capital of the Menat Isles. The Lady in Shadow highly values my ability to remain unnoticed. Kneeling before her throne, I listened to her praise and felt like a child being given a pat on the head for doing some simple chore for the first time. But this is no longer important. Now I serve a demon lord, for this is our agreement. She will help me decrypt the scribbles I copied in the Ivory Labyrinth. In return, I will serve as her court mage and spy for the next 17 years. Now, Lushanira is my home, and Nocticula is my Lady in Shadow. You trusted a demon lord? My Lady in Shadow has no reason to hide the truth from me. She does not care about my research. She offered me help out of curiosity. I am something of a bizarre pet to her, both funny and useful. The Storyteller shakes his head. She offered me help, and I agreed. I must thank my lady for her generosity. 17 years of service for translating 17 phrases from Baphomet's lair. A bargain. Tell me about your life in Lushanira. Of all the places in the Abyss, Lushanira is the most civilized. My lady wants to make her capital the face of the Abyss, a place travelers from other planes can visit without too much fear. I don't care. I am here only to complete my service, get the promised reward, and return to Glorian. However, strange as it may be, Lushanira's demons treat me honorably. They hate me, sometimes growl at me, but they never attack me. I prepared many spells and am ready to use them at any moment, but I've had no reason to yet. I have my own tower in the upper city, not far from the lady's palace. I've strengthened it with protective spells and set golems to guard it. I created a portal to Glorian on top of the tower, at the top of the tower, one which only I can use. It will be my escape route if I need to flee urgently. I expect an attack every day, but it never happens. This might sound ridiculous and surprising, but I think the demons of Lushanira respect me. Please continue. The Storyteller stays silent for a while, as if listening to something. I can't smell anything, but sewage. I can hear some demon snores or death rattles. Hidden by a cocoon of spells, I keep invisible watch in a dirty alley in Lushanira's lower city. Excuse me. The two winged shadows sweep past overhead, and a terrible stone-splitting shriek rolls like a tide through the streets. But it can't hurt me. I know the ways of the city and have protected myself from Valexia's wild antics. My voluntary partner, a young half-elf named Kinney, sighs loudly and says yet again, "They're not coming." I shrug just as I have done every time before. I'm not keeping you. Kinney frowns and turns away in response. I sneak a look at my friend. His unruly locks fall over his face. Kinney carelessly sweeps them out of his eyes, thinking about something. I find myself enjoying his gentle movements and look away, embarrassed. Have a little more patience, my friend. Soon our goal will be here. I am sure of it. You mentioned Valexia. Tell me about her. Storyteller answers with reluctant admiration. The maddest succubus of all those born in the Abyss. Even my lady in shadow can't but smile upon hearing the latest mayhem. She stirred up just for fun. Surrounded by her 3 succubi friends known as the Sinners, she flies naked over the city, crushing buildings with her raging screams, grabbing poor passers-by, taking them up in the air and dashing them down onto the rocks and getting into raging fights with no rhyme or reason. Truly, Valexia is the bane of Lushanira, but also its wild heart. I didn't expect to find out you had a partner. The Storyteller's face lights up and a timid smile appears on his lips. I didn't expect it either. Kinney is from Glorian, just as I am. He's a thief and a former slave. He escaped from the Cyclopses of the Dying Empire. I met him before I left Glorian for the Abyss in my old tower. A thief who sought not my life, but a shelter, a place to spend the night, and protection from his former masters. My charms worked. Kinney couldn't get past the ground floor of the tower. That's where I found him, sitting on the floor and tangled in my trap's living vines. I freed the helpless thief. I wasn't angry at his intrusion. I was even glad to talk with this restless youth of the short-lived folk. I had no idea how much I had missed companionship. After that, Kinney often spent the night in my tower, partaking of my hospitality. Together we lived through the terror of Earthfall, and when the time came, I took him with me to the Abyss. Recently, he has helped me carry out some of my lady's tasks. Thus, they give him the opportunity to make some money. Does your partner know about your goal to save Golarion? Oh, yes. We've discussed my plan many times, sitting at the top of the tower, nursing goblets of warmed wine. Kenny shares my love for our dear Golarion and supports my desire to save doomed civilizations. The storyteller smiles warmly at the rush of the memories. My friend is not like me at all. He is young, hot-tempered, and mischievous. He prefers to act first and deal with consequences later. Perhaps this is why we get along so well. Opposites attract. Please continue. Finally, my patience is rewarded. I see a slouching demon in rags, so pathetic that even the demon guards of Evolutionera would not lay a hand on him out of disgust. But my spell-enhanced vision can't be fooled. I see the incubus Zavorian, the leader of Evolutionera, or the ruler of Evolutionera, who answers only to the Lady in Shadow herself. Passing a step away from me, Zavorian stumbles and falls into a puddle of sewage, rousing disdainful chuckles from the few witnesses. But I won't be fooled by this game. Instead, I concentrate, becoming even more focused. My lord, I've discovered this crystal of unknown power on one of the Midnight Isles. Have a look. A hand holding me a heart-sized crystal, burning with purple flame, emerges from under the rags. The incubus's hand is shaking, the skin on his palm slightly smoldering from touching the crystal. The demon's reflection in the puddle of sewage ripples and changes. I don't hear Zavorian talking to his mysterious lord. The incubus hides the purple crystal back into the rags. As you wish, my lord. No, Nocticula knows nothing about these crystals, I am sure. Of course, Lord Sokoth Benath. I wince. I have no desire to stand in the way of a demon lord. I turn around. You see, Kenny? We were able to get the evidence of Zavorian's treason. I was right. But my friend is nowhere to be seen. Who is Sokoth Benath? The storyteller cringes. A disgusting demon lord, champion of meanness, debauchery, perversions, and breaker of taboos. He is Nocticula's brother and former lover. Out of jealousy, he tried in vain to kill my lady, but he remained alive after the attempt. He is driven by fear, shame, and hatred toward his powerful sister. It was an Ahadrian crystal. The storyteller nods. You are right. This is probably one of the crystals first discovered by demons, if not the first one. I am glad it took demons so long to discover the crystal's true properties. Otherwise, the invasion by the Abyss could have happened much earlier. Please continue. I'm standing at the top of my tower. There is a goblet of warmed wine in my hand. Nocticula was pleased with my raid. Oh no, she won't kill Zavorian on the spot. My lady's punishments are much more sophisticated. Banishing, demotion, even transformation into the pathetic creature the incubus was masquerading as. Nocticula has a lot of choices. I don't care. I've done my part. I sip from my goblet and turn to my friend. Without saying a word, Kenny takes a rag out from under his shirt and shows me the purple crystal wrapped in it. I chuckle. That's where my friend went at the end of the raid. Well, we are going to keep the crystal. I will study its properties in detail and find out if it will help us achieve our goal. Nocticula doesn't have to know I have the crystal now. Let her look to Zavorian or her demon lord brother for it. I drink the goblet again and look down. Evolutionera lies at the bottom of the tower, like a faithful dog at the feet of its master. I earned respect here. Even the Lady of Shadows heeds my words. I feel a treacherous smile appear on my lips. Of course, when 17 years have passed, I will return to Golarion. But for now, I like my life here. The storyteller is quiet for a long while, thinking about what he saw, then runs his hands over his face, tired. I served a demon lord, and what's more, I liked it. I did not expect this much from myself. I was completely different. Different thoughts, desires, motives. What made me change so much? I don't know. The storyteller shakes his head ruefully. Thank you for the stories. I have to go. I wish you interesting adventures. Captain Odin. We're just going to breeze through these. So it's a lot to read. Basically, he went through something traumatic. And he wants to lead from the front lines again. I'm looking for... Oh, no, I know. I'll have to talk to her after this. Skipping steps here. Seela seems to be in a good mood. She smiles at you and then scratches the back of her head, as if suddenly realizing something. I probably shouldn't have come to you officially, like to an audience, but this is the only way to catch you these days. I wanted to ask, would you like to go shopping with me? It's probably not right to distract the Knight Commander with such trifles, but I thought I should drag you out for a walk. We haven't enjoyed a moment's peace since we met. We've either been saving Canabras or marching on Dresden. Besides, I desperately need advice. I'm going to buy a present, and I know nothing about fancy jewelry. Who are you buying the present for? For Elon and his bride. After that story at the camp, when Curl stole the ring from us and summoned the demons, Elon and I both overreacted and said some things we shouldn't have. He apologized to me, but I haven't really apologized to him. I want to buy a ring to replace the one that was stolen. And there's a new jewelry shop in Dresden. It's owned by Sumhammer, the same jeweler who made the first ring. Great idea. I'd love to stretch my legs for a bit. Great. Well, then I'll meet you at the jewelry shop. It's in the east of the city. Hail, Knight Commander. A young woman in knight's armor doesn't walk so much as burst into the hall, striding up to you and dropping gracefully to one knee. Nistra Flamefinger, at your service. Her Majesty Queen Gallifrey has done me the honor of naming me the new leader of the Order of the Flaming Lance. From this moment on, I and the Order are at your disposal. What does your order do? Most Crusader orders rely on a bastion of steel and blessings from above. We reject neither, but our primary weapon is magic. Mystic spellcasters and researchers of the supernatural gather under our banner. What happened to the last leader of your order? Mimir the Scholar was in Canabras, but she left the city not long before the demons attacked. She has officially been reported missing. Many people think her dead. However, if I may speak freely, Nistra's voice hardens and furious sparks in her eyes. Sister Mimir has always placed her personal curiosity above the needs of the Order. I venture that she willingly absented herself from Canabras and is now alive and well, conducting research somewhere, having completely forgotten about the Crusade. She holds out a leaflet to you. A portrait of a stern-looking half-elf woman printed on grey paper. That's what she looks like. If you find her, alive or dead, the Order would be grateful for the chance to pay their last respects, or to put her on trial for her desertion. It's not immediately apparent, but you recognize the face in the picture. It is the madwoman you saw by the painted tree near Wintersun. Welcome to Dresden. Thank you, Commander. I hope we will soon have a chance to prove what we're capable of. Zacharias' irritated voice barges into your mind without warning. Student, the time has come. My preparations for the ritual are complete. Come to the ziggurat at once. I intend to grant you immortality as soon as possible, and then I shall depart this land once and for all. I need more details. Silence is your answer. I'll come at once. Silence is your answer. Okay. So first things first, we're going to rest. I need to get different headphones. These are killing my ears. Don't have enough of that. Don't need that. Fixed creatures stunned for one round. So it was staggered for the first round. Actually, that's not bad. What does this take?
Don't you realize how dangerous it was to jump off that cliff? You could have been killed.
But how else would we have learned whether the amulet of levitation sold to me by that malodorous boy wearing the false beard in that alley was authentic?
I think there are easier ways of ascertaining that. Oh, there's progress to it. Okay, well. Okay, we need to go to the streets. I have to do a few things while we're in town. So the first thing, we're going to want to take care of what Zacharias wants.
Tread lightly.
That's right. I need to clear clear his blindness. Zacharias beckons you impatiently. Perfect. Now that you are here, we can proceed. Remember this moment and accept fate's greatest gift to you. You, my young student, are about to discover eternal life and power beyond imagining. Right here, right now. A hit-spinning aroma of overripe fruit fills your nostrils, and you notice the sweet taste of slightly rotten meat in your mouth. Two well-fed Shaggy's death's head moths land on your shoulders. You have pleased Urgathoa. The Pallid Princess welcomes your transition to the bliss of undeath. Let us proceed. With a resounding cracking of his bones, Zacharias spreads his arms widely. Welcome to immortality, Commander. Spectral fingers grasp your very being with immense power. This predatory grip causes pain and odd numbness. You feel as though an unknown power is trying to rip your soul from your body. It succeeds. You feel yourself drifting apart from your body. Your heartbeat slows, becoming distant and barely perceptible. Give yourself over to the power. Submitting to the spectral power, your spirit is smoothly released from its mortal flesh. Suddenly, the spectral power disappears. Everything around you freezes. You look at your own breathless body with unexpected curiosity. And yet, nothing happens. How odd. Precisely when the spirit was being expelled, I discovered a strange arcane connection between you and something. Or someone. The connection is strong, yet its nature utterly eludes me. Have you been enchanted? Personally blessed by a god? No, that's not it. You are a rather complicated personality, aren't you, student? One thing is clear. Unless we ascertain what produced these spiritual bonds, I shall not be able to perform the ritual without risking your life. If the ritual goes awry, we shall both suffer greatly. My oath drained me of my power and reduced me to ash. Divination revealed to me a dark place, empty, like an old, broken shell, yet still resounding with the echoes of the great deeds of the past. This mysterious place lies to the southwest. Go there and find it. Trust your senses. You will recognize this trail when you come across it. Zacharias shakes his head morosely. That is not the only problem I see. It is possible it was to our good fortune that the ritual failed so completely. Your soul is not ready to embrace existence in the guise of undeath. It is flushed with naive fantasies about good, mercy, and other miserable illusions. Illusions that one preaches to the rabble. You must remedy this. What exactly went wrong? Your being was supposed to detach from your body effortlessly. Your ephemera is powerful yet pliant. Reinforced by my magic, it should be safe long enough for me to complete its metamorphosis and place it in the phylactery. But this strange connection tightened and literally snatched your being from my hands. The cause may lie in your powers of divine origin, which you have displayed several times. Whatever it is, I shall not repeat the ritual until we ascertain what we are dealing with. The consequences could be dire. For us both. We'll try again. Only when I know all there is to know about it. We cannot risk your life, for my oaths will be broken if the ritual destroys you. And if that happens, then no matter what your fate may be, I shall envy it. Where can I find the source of the arcane connection that prevents us from performing the ritual? Somewhere to the southwest. At Threshold, perhaps. Or maybe on the way there. Or maybe far beyond it. You must take care of that on your own, student. I am busy. I'm leaving. Go, student. Remember that your mundane concerns as a commander are nothing compared to our great cause. You would do well to keep your priorities straight. Don't have any... Yeah, I don't have the spells I need to cure Staunton. Which is okay. What else do we need to do? Visit the jewelry shop. And tell the leader. So we're going to go to the barracks first. I just realized we would have automatically been taken here. Oh well. If we'd done Sela's side quest, it would have automatically taken us to the barracks, but that's okay. I know she's here somewhere. Oh, maybe she's not. I thought she was over here. Where is... There she is. Okay, so I was right general area. The knight is holding a slate tablet in her hands. It is covered in occult symbols and diagrams. You are not sure what she is calculating, but she is clearly not getting the answer she wants. She mutters curses under her breath, wiping off some of the symbols and writing them anew in chalk. Looking up from her calculations, Mr. Flamefinger notices you and sits up ramrod straight. Greetings to you. As I understand it, you and Myanmar weren't on the best of terms. Whatever terms Sister Myanmar and I may have been on has no bearing on this matter. She was always a brilliant scientist, a mediocre knight, and an utterly lackluster leader. The utter successes, or rather the lack thereof, during her leadership speak for themselves, as does her outrageous absconding from Canabras. I found Myanmar. She's on a cliff near Wintersun. She's studying the runes on the bark of a petrified tree. She doesn't look entirely healthy. Nister's eyes narrow. So she's alive, well, and absorbed in her research. As I thought. I will set off immediately, Commander, to arrest her for desertion. And I also request your presence. Okay. And now we want to come over here. To Derek Sunhammer's little shop. Actually, let's see if he's got anything I can use to deal with Staunton's little problem. False life. Nope. Anything's any good? No, of course they're not. We're just gonna go ahead and sell him this stuff, though. Nope, not that. Bulk stuff. Okay. We'll go visit Arsenault after this to get something to cure Staunton's condition. Do my eyes deceive me? The victorious knight commander himself has paid a visit to my shop. Such an honor, such an honor! A dignified dwarf in a luxurious, beautifully adorned garment bows to you before returning to Sela. You are most welcome as well, Iomedes faithful. It is a pleasure to see so many brave crusaders within these walls. I am Derek Sunhammer, the jeweler. This shop is one of many that I own. Master Derek himself? I heard the only place one is likely to bump into you is at a royal reception. Not at all. My wares are expensive, not least because I have to buy costly metals and gems, and also pay for the security of the shops and workshops throughout Mendib and beyond its borders. My prices limit the circle of my clientele, but that doesn't mean I myself shun all those not in possession of a noble title. Master Derek gives you a warm smile. I must say again, I'm very glad to see you here. Why did you decide to open a shop on the front line of the war? There are two sides of me, if I can put it that way. I am both a merchant and an artist. For the artist in me, the Crusade is a limitless source of inspiration. In recent years, I have crafted very few delicate items, plant and flower patterns. You know. My current preference is for heavier, larger jewelry, dark metal, expensive gems, and cool colors. Everything that reminds me of steel armor, the calming weight of a shield in your hand, the clash of weapons. But the merchant in me sees something else in Dresden, a risky but potentially fruitful new market. If you succeed in your noble cause and defeat or at least push back the demons, the city will thrive, and whoever is the first to make a splash here will reap the rewards. Those are my motives, inspiration and greed in equal measure. Sela wants to talk to you about something. You have my full attention. The dwarf strokes his beard. It's simple, master. You might remember that a while ago, Sir Ilion of the Hound Hordes ordered a ring from you, a silver ring with a blue-green gem. I would like to buy something similar, but I only have this much money. Sela shows him her coin purse. If what Sela is offering is not enough, I will help. Come on, Zalelch. Sela is embarrassed. I only invited you along for advice. I can handle the expenses myself. Oh, I would advise you not to reject the commander's help out of hand. With his participation, I can offer you something truly special that fits your description perfectly. A ring with a blue-green gem, just as you've described. This is one of my latest creations, and I'm very proud of it. Alas, your own funds, my dear, are only enough for my plainest ring, and the gem in it is not the right color. We need the very best. Sela sends you a grateful look. Master Derek lowers his head respectfully and retrieves a box from the bag on his belt, opening it to reveal an exquisite ring with a glittering blue-green jewel. He lets the light play in the gem's facet, then places the box in Sela's hands. This is a special item, and I'm glad to see it go to someone as worthy as yourself. For how could the commander's friend be anything but? May it bring good fortune to its owner. Now, if you excuse me, I don't usually make sales in my own shops. I have gauntlets for that. Besides, I prefer spending my time at workbench, not behind the counter. But I was glad to serve you, Commander, and your valiant companion. All the best. Well, that's done. Oh, that's that done. Silas does the ring in the box. Come with me to the barracks to give the ring to Elon, will you? After that, we can go to the tavern and have a few drinks. Are you happy with what you bought? Well, yes. The truth is, I just needed a reason to talk to him and show him that I want to patch things up. I'm not great at this friendship stuff, but I'm trying. Let's go. Dresden is a nice little town, and since we got here, it really looks transformed. It looks better than ever. I don't care what anybody says. I like life in the Crusade. So many different people, and everyone has different... when I go to Party of the Sword of the Valor, the feeling of total calm... this goes too fast. I can't read it. Like, even just... not reading it out loud, but just, like, trying to read it. And then there's all this dead air right there. And then there's the entirety of actually getting to the barracks. It's like one of those, like... I'm not sure why they did this way. Like, if we're trying to have the conversation, there's plenty of time to have it. She could have had it in here while you're walking over. Like, it's just, that's a weird choice. Elon of the Houndhearts. Sela, Knight Commander. Elon seems a little discomforted. Oh, I'm sorry, discomfited. I've never heard that word before. Good to see you. Not this again. Well, to avoid drawn-out conversation, I'll just get to the point. I got you a gift. It's, well, a ring to replace the one Curl stole. Oh, Sela, thank you so much, but you shouldn't have. I've already apologized to you for how I behaved back at the camp, and I'll say it again. I don't blame you for anything. We fought shoulder to shoulder here in Dresden. Can't we just let bygones be bygones? Sure we can, but take the present. Your wedding is right around the corner. Sela puts the ring in the knight's hands. Do you still just trust me and the power I've been granted Elon? The knight endures your look and answers smoothly. Yes, Commander, I still have my doubts. I'm just a warrior. I have faith in the gods' will. But I'm used to relying on things I can understand, things I know. An honest sword, a prayer passed down through the generations. Don't take it as a sign of disrespect. It would be more disrespectful to lie to your face. By the way, when is the long-awaited wedding? Very soon. That's what I wanted to talk to you about. It would be a tremendous honor if you could come to my wedding. We're going to hold the affair... or we're going to hold it not far from the walls of Dresden, to the east, towards the river. Sela's already been invited. Now I'm asking you. You showed so much kindness to me when you helped me look for that ill-fated ring. I simply must repay you somehow. Besides, Kiana would simply love to meet you, and I can't deny her anything. That's great. Say you'll go. We'll have so much fun. Aren't you worried about holding the wedding outside the city walls? We chose a place that is still within range of the holy power of the Sword of Valor. My fellow Houndhearts will be there, and Kiana and her friends know how to handle themselves. Of course, the location is not entirely risk-free. No one in the Whirlwind is. But it's as protected as it can be. And the charity has been much calmer since your victory. I'll be there. Thank you, Commander. And you, Sela, for the gift. So long, my friend. Sela turns to you. Ugh. Thank you for coming for a walk with me. It's nice to take a breather between fights sometimes. I hope we have a good time at the wedding. All these battles and divine powers, we need to make sure we don't lose touch with ordinary life. Okay. Can I exit back out? What was the other thing we needed to do? Talk to Nistra. We've rested. We went to... took care of that. Yeah, we lost that. Or we didn't complete that in time. Spiritual bonds. I need to be evil. I feel like we're missing... Oh, that's what I need to do. Need to go heal Staunton. Oh, I can't do a search. So I need to remove blindness. And a scroll of restoration. Cool. Boom. Why can't I use it? Okay, I guess we're gonna have to put it on him. And then I'll do it when I bring him into the party. Delamere, where'd you go? Okay, we're gonna throw these on you. Kictor. Huh. Okay. I think what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to make her my trickery character, because I mean, he's got it, but even with it as a focus skill, he's not very good at it. Whereas she's got pretty good bonuses to it already. Okay, well, now that we're done there, let's go ahead and head out. We're gonna take care of the 2 remaining companion side quests. We're gonna take care of Sealess and Socials. Just get them all and knock that out at the same time.
Follow my steps.
Which means we're gonna drop off my tank character. Excuse me. Oh. Okay. So first things first. Gonna have you come over here. You're gonna pick them up. Oh, that was weird. Okay, this should be enough to take on that group. So we just gotta wait for that to end. Do you have any room? You don't. What level are you? You're level 1? No guarantee I'll get that. But, what's this demon army consist of? Ooh. Maybe they won't be able to kill it. Anyways, I need you guys to come down here. Oh, there we go. Go ahead and swap them. Okay. Back to the party. Move you up. Just real quick, let me check your gear. Okay, you're fine. Radiance, Balanced Defender. And yep, we're good. Okay, so we're gonna go do the Lost Chapel first, because this is just talking. Oh, it automatically took us there this time. What the heck?
Let's head out.
Let's go talk to him. A pair of wounded fugitives sit wrapped in a rag near a barely smoking fire. A half-elf man and a dwarf woman. There's a mixture of revulsion and sympathy on Socio's face. After a moment of hesitation, he walks toward the fire. Did you escape from slavery among the Knights of the Order of the Nail? What? No, revered clerk. We know nothing about any... Stop playing dumb. They know all about us. It's obvious that Graham ratted us out, the scoundrel. Damn it, we're done for. The half-elf looks at you wistfully. He is clearly ready to part with his life. Socio looks at you silently. There's a storm of emotion on his face. He opens his mouth to say something, but after taking a shaky breath, closes it again. Cleric obviously doesn't know where to begin. So you really did serve the Order of the Nail? We did. Not in the proper order, of course, just as hired soldiers. First we served for money, then they made us slaves and we worked for free. We deserved to be punished. Because of us, the only good person in their damn order perished. The half-elf spits. It's true. If we hadn't lost our nerve back then. What can you tell us about that Graham? Complete scumbag. The Hell Knights hired infantry are no followers of Shelman. There aren't many good people among us, but Graham still stood out. The last to fight, the first to eat, always ready to pillage, rob civilians, steal from corpses. There's nothing he wouldn't do. And he drank like a horse. One of the knights, probably the best of them, he made Graham his valet. Tried to make him a better person, but to no effect. Graham quit drinking, though, but he was still a scum. This knight had a saying. He said Graham changed his gold for copper coins. I'm not sure there was ever anything good golden about Graham. Rust, more like. But Master Vaynick tried to see some good in him. It's a pity he died without finding anything. Changed his gold for copper coins. Socio repeats these words in a whisper, clenching his fists. Our proverb from Andoran. Tell me about the death of the knights in your escape. The order we served hunted monsters. You know, manticores, basilisks, sometimes even dragons. But this time their instincts were wrong. Yes, they didn't expect that beast. It caught them off guard, and before we knew it, half the unit was dead. They tried to fight back, but we... What about us? For us, it was a chance to be free. We ran toward Canabras. Nobody there would care where we'd come from, and who we'd served. But Graham was braver. He took armor from a corpse and went to Mendiv through Dresden. It's probably where you picked him up, right? Tell me, Socio's voice breaks. He clears his throat and starts over. Tell me what you know about Trevor Vaynick. Master Vaynick, the dwarf looks down. We served under his command. He was an amazing man, a true hero. What was he doing among the Hell Knights? We heard he came from somewhere in Andoran. Not for profit like us. No, he had one goal, to rid this world of demons. I always thought he was too good to be a Hell Knight. Such a man should have been a paladin. But who are we to question our commander about his life choices? Anyway, he made his way in the world. In half a year, he was promoted from squire to a knight, went through the trial, and earned the right to wear the black armor. Socio bites his lip without saying a word. What kind of person was he? Strict, demanding, towards others, but toward himself above all. And, despite his strictness, he was a kind man. He just knew that discipline was required if he wanted to survive here among the demons. He'd worked with us. He could thrash the hide off of us for wrongdoings, but his strictness saved many lives. Yes, he often talked about his brother. According to him, he was a real saint. But even if only part of what Master Vaynick told us was true, his brother was a decent man. Not a fighter, not a hero, an ordinary village priest somewhere in Andoran. A man who seeks no glory, but just does everything he can to help others. Socio looks away. Master Vaynick idolized him. He used to say he would never be as good a person as him. But at least he would win this war so that his brother wouldn't have to see it. I don't know what kind of person his brother really is, but I remember one thing. He used to say, when you go to a war, leave your heart at home or you'll taint it. I think his heart really stayed there, with his brother in Andoran, among all those orchards and vine groves. Clean and pure, while his body was drowning in mud and blood here. What happened to him? We killed him. That's not true. It was demons what killed him. We could have saved him, but we were cowards. I'll never forgive myself. We were hunting down a chimera, and Master Vaynick and the other knights were supposed to kill it. And suddenly a terrifying demon in a black mask appeared out of nowhere. He roared something like, "You'll do," and grabbed Master Vanek, and then he ran straight at us. We should have fought and taken him back, but we panicked and scattered, and when we came to our senses, there was no sign of them. We were made slaves as punishment. They said if we couldn't fight honorably in formation, we'd atone for our crime by doing dirty work. They made us dig trenches, carry baggage, and in battle they'd send us ahead to distract the monsters as bait. We dropped like flies. Out of all those who were on that damned hunt, only the 2 of us survived. 3 if you count Graham. Wait, so was he killed or abducted? No one found his body, it's true, but no one saw him again either. What could demons have done with him? They must have devoured him. Hopefully it was quick. There was a woman named Marenta in the chapter. How did she get Trevor's shield? She was Master Vanek's betrothed. When the demon dragged him away, his shield was left on the ground. Marenta took it as a keepsake. I don't know what he saw in her. She was angry like a devil. But with him, even she seemed to become a bit kinder. But once he was gone, she turned into a real Araness. She wanted us to be executed for cowardice, every last one of us. And when the commander said no, she left for another order. I don't know what happened to her after that. Tell me about yourself. There's nothing special about us, but if you have questions, ask us and we'll answer honorably. Oh, we already read all this. I don't have any more questions. Then maybe we should tell you something else about Master Vanek. What do you say, Sociel? Sociel, so you are... No one saw a body, right? So maybe I still have a chance of finding my lost brother. Thank you for your words. You have given me back my hope. Sociel hands a small bag to the fugitives. Take this. There are healing potions, food, some gold, and a letter. Show it to the guards at the gates of Canabras. You'll be taken care of. I'm not going to say anything. Thank you, Master Vanek. Your brother was right. You really are a saint. Taking the bag, the fugitive walk away quickly. The cleric watches them leave. It seems they knew very little about my brother, and about myself. How do you feel? You were acting strangely during the entire conversation. Celcio rubs his forehead. I was frightened. More frightened than I've been fighting any of the monster. Even more frightened than when the demons destroyed Canabras. I was afraid of what they would tell me, and now I've heard it all. This truth, I can't wrap my head around it. But at least the fear is in the past. What I was most afraid of is true. It hurts so much. And still, this pain is easier to bear than the uncertainty. Thank you for being with me. Had I been alone, I probably wouldn't have said a word. It's not only Trevor's fate you're worried about, is it? I've always, Sociel nods. I have always looked up to Trevor. I thought I was weak and tried to be like him. But if he has fallen so low, then what could happen to me? What do I know about myself and my limits? If this war has made a Hell Knight out of him, what will I become? These people might have killed your brother. How could you forgive them so easily? Forgive them? Sociel looks at you surprised. Ah, you mean that. Listen, you saw them. These are people who joined a war they weren't prepared for in exchange for a pittance. I don't even think about holding a grudge against them for that. Yes, they wavered in battle, and because of that Trevor was abducted. But it wasn't their fault. It's the fault of those who throw weak people into the jaws of the abyss and demand they do impossible things. Now you know what happened to Trevor. I found out the truth, but... The cleric shakes his head. I'm not so sure what to think of it. Trevor fell as a paladin. But did you hear what those people said about him? He was the best of the Hell Knights. I can't wrap my head around it. What do you make of all of it? Your brother betrayed his goddess. Even worse, he betrayed your faith in him. Actually, I'm going to go with this one. Your brother hoped to keep his pure heart, but he couldn't. Alas, this happens to many people in war. That saying about leaving one's heart at home, it didn't save him. But if Trevor wasn't strong enough, what will happen to me? Will I also become? The cleric shakes his head helplessly. The most important point is he might still be alive. I don't know what the demon in a black mask attacked him and... Yeah, attacked him where he was taken, and it scares me to imagine what they did to him there. But he might still be alive, and that means my hope is still alive too. Thank you for helping me find out the truth, whatever it was.
Let us be careful.
I could have sworn there was something... No? Or maybe it's over on this side. There it is. Not that it's a lot, but... I like the companions from a storytelling perspective, but as far as like their actual usefulness as fighters, pretty awful. Like Social's one of the worst ones. He's not good. His stats are pretty terrible. Commander, Sela, you're here. Elin is trying desperately to hide his excitement. It's almost comical. Welcome. I'm a little confused. Where are the musicians? The crowd of drunken guests? The last wedding I went to, we got the priest drunk off his face. Oh, please don't try to do that here. We've already had enough trouble. Kiana worships Desna, I, Iomade. In the end, we invited a priestess of Abadar to conduct the ceremony so that no one could be offended. Congratulations, but where is the food? Let me tell you everything. Before the official ceremony, all the guests are enjoying themselves at two venues. The one on the right has been organized by my Houndhearts, the one on the left by Kiana's friends. Each venue has its own theme, but I won't tell you which is which. It'll be more fun for you to see for yourselves. Both venues have food and drinks, and a little contest where you can win prizes. Kiana is greeting guests at her venue, and I'm leaving for mine now. I have a special role to play there. Enjoy, Commander. There's still time before the beginning of the ceremony. Sela, thank you for coming too. Oh, that's right. Why are you not able to use it? Okay, we're gonna take that off. Can I use it now? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Can you use it? What? Well, that's annoying.
I'm gone.
A slender girl in a flowing dress walks towards you. The first thing you notice are her eyes. They are a striking blue-green. Greetings, travelers, to the secret steppe land of Ustalav. You have come to the kingdom of grim mysteries and exquisite secrets. I, the vampire princess, am delighted to see you in my castle. After a pause, the girl smiles coyly. I'm glad to finally meet you, Commander, Sela. I am Kiana, soon-to-be wife of that unfortunate knight who you invited here. Or who invited you here. Sela rolls her eyes. Horrible. Imagine walking through the whirlwind and then bam! You're in Ustalav. I'm not even sure if a paladin is allowed to feast with a vampire princess. It's lucky you are not a follower of Pharasma, valiant Sela. Ours know the Dresden priestess of Abadar is a short distance away from the Happy Bride. Although I'll admit, I'm not used to feasting with the undead either. Oh, stop it. My friends and I are completely harmless vampires. We won't bite. Kiana laughs musically. Truth be told, we chose the theme of Ustalav because it lets us wear beautiful dresses, light candles, and drink red wine all evening, pretending that's blood. I personally can't think of a better way to celebrate my wedding. So you mean it's an undead holiday? Commendable, commendable. This tradition should be adopted throughout Mendiv. Kiana laughs. What a bold idea, Knight Commander. Welcome. Enjoy the festivities. I'll take that. Your handling causes the marksman bone to break to pieces. Boo.
I found.
Dinosaur bones.
Follow my steps.
Okay. Now we're going to do Elon's little venue. A face steps into your path. You suppose he must be a Houndheart, but his knight's armor is mixed with gaudy items, and there are fake wings fastened to his back. Halt, travelers! You are stepping into the wonderful land, the charmed land, the most perfect land ever created by the gods, the first world, and I am its guard, the beautiful Fey Gate Mistress. Before you enter, answer my question. What is the key that opens every gate? Love! Oh, you are right indeed, travelers. The love of two wonderful creatures, Elon and Kiana, made this place and brought all of us here today. Now you may enter and learn the mysteries of the past, and fight for the treasure of our Fey ruler. The Fey points to the middle of the tent where seated on the throne is none other than Elon. His head is crowned with fake horns, a green cape sweeps over his shoulder, and his torso is proudly bare. Is Elon pretending to be the Wild Hunt monarch? He is the monarch, the true ruler of the magical land of the first world. The Fey lowers his voice. The bride is particularly taken with the costume. Fey, what's with this tiara you're wearing? It's so beautiful and exquisitely crafted. This tiara of beautiful Fey To tell you the truth, I brought it from my sister as a prop. It was a gift from some admirer of hers. She's gone off him now and doesn't wear it anymore. But I believe it's the work of some hammer himself. It's a good thing it's not a real Fey tiara. Real Fey tiaras can make strange things happen. You put one on and donkey ears might grow out of your head. Seela grumbles. What is the Fey ruler's treasure? It's a priceless artifact which our monarch has owned since the dawn of time. It looks exactly like an ordinary broom. But don't be fooled into thinking we Fey simply failed to find any good props. So the artifact. The monarch used to own it, but a treacherous predator, the most fearsome of any who live in the forest of the First World, sneaked into the treasury and stole it. The predator lives in a secret lair, which is conveniently located in this area. Everyone who makes it through the enchanted wilds of the First World and reaches the beast lair will get a reward. Ugh, damn old-timer. Seela hasn't played games like this since her thieving days. But we've got to accept the challenge. We want to take part in the treasure hunt. Alright, then I'll repeat the rules. You need to search our corner of the First World and find our amazing broom-shaped artifact. First, you need to answer a few riddles, you'll see. And come face to face with the dangerous predator, and then you'll get the reward.
Let's head out.
Oh, hello, adventurer. You must be looking for the artifact that was stolen from the Wild Hunt Monarch. I am the beast who crept in and snatched the artifact. I've taken steps to prevent the stolen property from being returned to its rightful owner. Namely, I placed the true artifact among several fakes. You will never guess which is the real one. The beast points to a few identical brooms. Are you the predator, the most formidable beast in the forest of the First World? Actually, I'm a lawyer from Northern and a friend of Elon. The predator makes a helpless gesture. But when they were giving out rolls for the celebration, guess who was appointed the magical beast? They said I was the hairiest fellow in the party. It's alright, I have my own wedding coming. I'll even the score then. What will happen if I choose one of the fake artifacts? According to the rules, you're supposed to turn to stone. If you take the wrong broom, artifact. But to be honest, I'm willing to help you out. I actually forgot which one was marked as the right one. So I can just take any broom. I can just take the broom and go. There's supposed to be a battle with the predator, but I'm not drunk enough for that yet. So just take any broom and go. Don't forget to give it to Elon. The monarch will give you a reward for returning the artifact. You see a broad-shouldered dwarf wearing a hood. Dwarf woman wearing a hood. The outline of her form is constantly trembling and shifting, probably because of some spell of some sort. Greetings, traveler. We are Shaika the Many, the rulers of time, piercing through all epochs. We know all the secrets of the past and the present. We can reveal your destiny to you through this fortune cookie. The woman points to the box beside her. Take a fortune cookie. Then it says, don't ignore the whispers of fate. You can't be the real Shaika, right? The woman winks but says nothing. Thanks. I'll be going now. Let's go talk to Elon. Elon is trying very hard to maintain his aloof demeanor, but he can't help breaking into a smile every few moments. Mortals, you have returned my artifact, and I shall reward you forthwith. We few monarchs are noble beings, and not evil at all. Color me surprised, friend. I never thought I'd see our straight-laced Sir Elon come to his own wedding, dressed up as a Fey princeling. I'm begging you, no jokes about the horns, please. I don't want to be remembered as the cuckold bridegroom. Elon sighs, but then starts smiling. I don't know if you've ever fallen in love, Seela. I don't remember ever talking to you about it. But when it happens, you are no longer who you once were. I suppose I didn't expect this of myself either. But Kiana was so desperate to have an unusual wedding. I thought to myself, if unusual is the goal, then I should do something I've never done before. Your future wife has you wrapped around her little finger already. Thanks for your concern, Commander. I hope you won't be offended if I ignore it. And now, if you please, I'd like to return to my role. Please continue enjoying the festivities. I think that was it, right? Okay, so now we're going to come over here. Oh! Why is that not picking everything up? That's weird. We're going to talk to Arsino. Wait for the beginning of the ceremony. Are you sure? I'm a boring companion. There are plenty of entertaining activities around. I've already seen enough of the entertainments. Your company is most welcome, Knight Commander. If I might have your attention, everyone, before we get to the important part of the ceremony, I want to welcome two very dear guests. This is the commander of the Fifth Crusade. Thanks to whose efforts, the Sword of Valor now flies proudly over Dresden once more. And Seela, Paladin of Iomade, the commander's companion, and someone I have the honor of calling a friend. Seela, would you say a few words? I like the little animations going on.
Hello, everyone. Hey, I need some advice. What should I say? Giving speeches really isn't my thing.
I'm gonna go with the evil thing just because I need to reduce my or I need to change my alignment. They should have asked me to give a speech. I'm the only one who this. I'm the only one in this rebel. Nah, that's too awful. Tell jokes or just say whatever nonsense comes into your head. Laughter is the best gift you can give.
Oh, talk nonsense? I can do that. I'll do it the best way I know how. In the first hour of our acquaintance, I uttered words that made a great impression on Elan. I think it was because of these words that he realized I was the friend he had been looking for all his life. These were those very important words, and they shed light on what being a warrior of Iomade is all about. So, here goes.
Sela pauses, a sly gleam in her
A
eyes.
simple warrior approaches a cave where a monster is hiding, and he sees a paladin running out of it. I didn't expect a perfect paladin to be a coward, says the warrior. The paladin turns to him and replies, I am a holy paladin, best of the best, bravest of the brave. I hold divine power in my hands, and with my sword, I wield the power to smite. I am immune to disease and fear, so if you see me running away from something, don't ask any questions. Just start running. That wasn't so hard. It turned out great, didn't it? This is what we're fighting for. Weddings, fun, and laughter.
Yes, you're exactly right.
You know, I wanted you to come here with me so I could show you that our efforts aren't in vain. Not long ago, demons ruled over all of this area we're in, and they did all sorts of abominable things here. But now, Dresden stands as an indestructible fortress, and weddings are taking place here. It's all because of you. So, let's watch the ceremony and enjoy ourselves.
Arsino casts a solemn look over the gathered crowd. Her eyes are glistening either from emotions or the vampire wine. Welcome, honored guests, to the wedding of Elon and Kiana. Today, I am delighted to play my part in the beginning of something so special. The beginning of a new, happy family. When something as strong as your love for one another is born from the chaos of life, all of the gods of order triumph. Sela is listening to the priestess with a broad smile on her face. Before we begin, the most important part of the ceremony, I ask all the guests to put something in this cup that they think will serve the newlyweds. Or serve the newlyweds well in their new chapter. I've heard about this custom. It's called the Cup of Wishes. People put nice little things symbolizing wishes. For example, a coin for wealth, a toy for the birth of a child, and so on. I'll put in a coin. Throw a coin in the cup after Sela. The guests put their gifts into the cup one by one. A luxurious shimmering tiara, a flashy ring. Kiana's friend even takes the bejeweled collar from around her dog's neck and puts it into the cup. Friends, but these gifts are too expensive. The keeper of the macabre menagerie smiles to Kiana, showing her fake fangs. Don't even think about refusing. They come with the best of wishes. Look more closely at the cup of gifts. Each piece of jewelry is innocuous enough on its own, but now that they have all been gathered together, your suspicions have been raised. Their magical auras are too strong and varied to belong to mundane trinkets possessing only enough magic to adjust their size to the wearer. Sela, the jewelry. There's something wrong with it. I had this feeling that something was wrong. It's the jewelry, right? They were all made by Master Sumhammer, weren't they? And he also made the ring that... The gifts have been given. Let us praise the gods in the name of Abadar. I pronounce you husband and wife. You may exchange rings and join your lips in a kiss. Elon, Kiana, stop! It's dangerous! You ruined everything, mortal!
Here comes trouble.
I want to kill this thing first. Nice shooting, Tex. He's right here. Let's get this. Nice shot. Can we... Yeah, let's try and knock him down. Nope. There's a hit, though. I missed with cleave. I really need to get her situated, so we're going to throw that on her. Let's do this. These are going to come over here. I want to mount. Okay, I want to heal here. Does she have? Yeah, I don't think I've prepared her spellbook very well. But anyways,
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
uh-oh. Let's knock her down.
Damn you!
Oh, nice miss, dude. Let's get this guy.
Solid plan.
Oh, let's put this one to... Oh, I think he's immune to sleep. That was a waste. Oh, no, he's not. Cool. Delmox is almost dead, so we're gonna try and kill the Huntress. Let's try and get the Huntress. Oh, I should have had him use this coup de grace. It's the same weapon. That was not a good idea. There we go. Knocked him down. Okay. He's going to get back up in a second. We're going to go mount our animal companion. And let's try and get her. Okay. Let's try and get the Huntress again. Staunton's going to come over here and try and kill him. Let's coup de grace the Shadow Demon. Which also got some damage on the Omox. Perfect. Yeah, that's fine. We're gonna run you over here. All right, so we'll go to town. Nicely done. And there we go. Arsenal leans over Curl's body, whispering the words of some prayer or spell. Then she looks up. Her eyes are full of terror. Commander, I must inform you, we've fallen victim to a demonic plot. But I don't understand. How? Why? Priestess, you need to focus. Do you know what happened here or not? Yes, I think so. You all know what possession is, yes? Where a demon can take over the body of a mortal? Well, there is a more cunning version of this process. When the demon possesses the body, the poor victim's soul is transferred into a special vessel. A vessel for souls. The item most commonly used for this purpose is a gemstone. How did the demons get here? The Sword of Valor was supposed to keep them away. They didn't get here. They've been here all along, inside the jewelry. And now I realize these vessels are enchanted to ensure no one sees them for what they truly are. That is why we didn't notice the demon's presence until the very last moment. No one did. Sela swears. So all this happened because of some sparkly rocks? But wait, that means... Yes, it's all because of the sparkly rocks. I think the more expensive pieces housed the more powerful demons. The maker likely had more costly materials for the enchantments on those pieces, to mask the demon's presence. And he didn't want his atrocities to leave him out of pocket. So let me get this straight. We paid this scumbag a small fortune, just so he could go and set a disgusting demon on us? What a crock. All the jewelry was made by the same person, Derek Sunhammer, right? That I do not know. Well, I do. I can smell it. All this shit came right from the same sewer. Did you say possession? So Kerr was possessed by a demon that day back at the Houndhearts camp? The young boy's body is alive, but his soul is gone. Arsena moves her hands from pointing to Curl to gesture over at the other people lying motionless around her, as are the souls of the other guests, even the poor dogs. Their bodies have been possessed by demons for some time already, and their souls have been transferred into the jewelry. The demon behind the plot stole the cup, taking all the souls with him. Until the jewelry is found and destroyed, we have no hope of saving these poor people. Elon and Kiana are clutching each other's hands. The girl speaks first. We can't leave it like this. Our friends need our help. I wish I knew if this tragedy could have been prevented. Don't blame yourself. Demons are famous for their guile for a reason. They use our better sentiments against us. How can I not blame myself when all this crap is happening around us? And even with her new divine power, Sela the Dimwit can't do anything about it. What can we do, Commander? If demons have kidnapped the souls trapped in the jewelry, we must stop them. I know what we have to do. We need to get back to Dresden now. The first ring that possessed Curl and the second ring I was stupid enough to give you. They both came from the same place. The shop's owned by Derek Sunhammer. We have to get back to Dresden and pay a visit to the jewelry master. Elon, are you with us? No. We'll stay here and make sure the bodies whose souls were stolen are returned safely to Dresden. We can't leave them unprotected. If we find the lost souls, we'll bring all the demons' victims back to life. He turns to Kiana. This will be a strange and sorrowful start to our married life, but we must. I am a crusader, not a city baker. We were never going to have a peaceful life. But we'll get through this together. Okay. This is going to take a while. I like how the skeleton is taking a drink from a... That's funny. Collectible junk. Okay. Gonna go back to Dresden. Oh, it's doing that thing again. Okay. I'm going to call it here, since it's doing the stuttering thing again. So I'm going to figure out why it's doing that. I'm going to try and take care of Staunton's problem. Go through everybody's equipment and optimize things. Spell books, all that jazz. A lot of stuff that I want to do off camera just because it's going to take a lot of time. But anyways, I will see you. Thanks for watching, as always. Like if you enjoyed the video. Comment if there's anything you want to discuss. Specifically, if there's any builds you want me to try, or any like party compositions you want to see if I can make work. And subscribe if you want to see more of this. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time.